Hi folks. Today we're talking about Work Together 12.4, and this is the part where we're actually writing checks. And so in your book it says, prepare Antique Shop's general account check for the pay period ended July 15th. The payment date is July 15th. The balance brought forward from the previous check is 16,542, and the payroll account number is 0639583. Sign your name as the manager of the antique shop. So what we're starting off with is in your workbook, the first check is for the general account. And we're going to put in our date here, and it's going to be 7/15/20. Our check is going to be in the amount of 1,686, and I got this number from your 12/3 work together. If you look at the payroll register, you'll see that the total net pay for it was 1,686. So 160086. Okay. This is going to be written to payroll account. Payroll account. This is where we put that number in there. 0639583. And it's for payroll, July 1 through 15. And as your book previously told you, you had a previous balance of $16,542. There's no amount being deposited, so we go down here on our check stub to 16,542. This check is for 1,686 cents. And we're going to subtract this, okay? And you're going to end up with 14,941.14. And so basically what we've done here, and we haven't actually written the check yet, but we've put out the check stub, is we are writing in a check from our regular, normal, everyday business, and this company has a special payroll account that they actually do. So we just transfer the net pay over to that, and so that they'd like to keep separate records. So July 15. This check is going to payroll account 0639583. Oopsie. And the amount of 1,686. And remember, whenever we're writing checks, we do a couple of different things to make sure that we're protecting. So I did that 86 over 100, and it's for 1,600 and 86 over 100. And we do the little line for protection. Remember, I don't actually write the word dollars. It's already written on the check. And then you're supposed to sign your name because you are the person in charge of doing the accounting here. So I'm just going to sign my name. Okay, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 says, for the pay period ended July 15th, prepare payroll checks for Judy and Mike. The payment date is July 15th. Sign your name as the manager and record the 2 payroll check numbers in the payroll register. So you're kind of referencing back to that 12/3 work together. And we are going to, let's see here, I want to go to another one. Okay, so here's our first payroll check. This check is going to be for Judy. Her pay period is ending 7. Whoops. We do not want that. regular pencil. 7/15/2020. And then I'm going to get all of this information from the payroll register. Okay, so again, it's in your workbook. It's on page 311. And I'm just going right across. So like it says your earnings, and then it gives regular and overtime. So her total earnings are $1,079. Her regular earnings are $1,040. Her overtime is $39. Her total deductions was $205.55. Her income tax was $48. That's the part that, if you remember, you looked that up on the pink papers. Her Social Security was $66.90. Medicare tax was $15.65. Health insurance was $60. And then she had a savings bond of $15. So all of these add up to that $205.55, which gives her net pay of $873.45. And that's how much we're going to write this check for. So $873.45. This is going to Judy Hensley. And this is for 873 and 45 over 100. And then you'll sign your name. And that's check number 1. Now, one of the things in your instructions was to put the check number into the payroll register. And I briefly mentioned this during the video the last time. I said you didn't have to do it, you would do it later on. So you would put 186 in there. Let's see if I can quickly find the file for you. Okay, so this would be on this page here. So this is where I'm getting this information. You'll see all of this stuff, these numbers right here. They're very familiar. And right here, I'm going to go 186. And now we're going to write another check for Mike. And let's see. There we go. His is going to be in a check for $727.41. We're going to put all of this information in there just like we did the last one. So I'm going to go to, not that one. There we go. Check number 187. Again, we're going to fill it in here. 7/15/2020. Okay. His earnings were $971.75. Regular was $920. His overtime was $51.75. His total deductions were $244.34. Income tax of $95. Social Security of $60.25. Medicare of $14.09. Health insurance of $60. And then he also had a savings bond of $15, giving his net pay of $727.41. That's what we're writing this check for on 1715. Oopsie, I did it again. Okay, so this is going to Mike McCune. And 727 and 41 over 100. Sign your name. Let's check number 187. So we go back to this. We plug in 187. We can reduce. There we go. And that is 12-4. So you are going to be completing 12-5 application along with 12-4. 12-4 actually corresponds with your 12-3 work together. I think if you go to the video and go to approximately 6 minutes and 40 seconds, it'll start to talk about the earnings record. So you're doing 12-4, 12-5, and then you're going to do the study guide. You can begin the mastery problem, but the mastery problem will not be due until next week. Remember, if you have any questions, be sure to reach out.